things about being here at intersections is people come by and they wonder what's going on in that place behind those pictures. And one day, Barbara, who works with Al, was passing by and came in and spoke with Joseph, who sits and greets people at the front, and asked, what is this place? What's going on here? And he told her a little bit about what we do, and she talked a little bit about what she did, and he said, you should speak with Fred Johnson. And she actually did. She called me a few times. And, and we got a chance to connect, and I was very, very moved by, first of all, when I saw the artwork, and she's very engaging, and so I said, you know, I really want to come and meet you guys. I want to see what you do, because it's important to me to kind of be in a space, especially an artist in a working space. And so I did. I went to the studio, and I had the opportunity to meet Al, to see his work, and to meet him as a person. And there's an excitement, a joy, a realism that exists there. It's a living art place. And he'll talk a little bit more about that. So, Al, tell us a little bit about your journey, and
well, first of all, I want to thank everyone for coming out, and I also want to thank my creator, who I like to refer to as God, for allowing me to pursue a dream that changes every day. Well, I came from a family of 8 siblings, 3 brothers and 4 sisters. My mother and father both, you know, pretty much kept us very active with music or art. Anything that was a way of expressing yourself, it was necessary, because, you know, we were all competing for my mother's attention. And so that's how the art thing came for me, because my brother, he's a fantastic photographer. And then, you know, it's like the whole situation when it comes down to creating, it's you know, it's something I do so well, so easily, because of the way I was brought up. We had to kind of like get along with each other. Right now, let's see, I belong to a program called Shishama, and what that is Shishama finds art spaces for artists. And the building where Fred came to is my studio. Inside the building, there are 31 other artists. When I came there, it was like only like 20 or so, and they needed someone who had a little background with carpentry and electrician work and so on. So I'm kind of like the superintendent there. And doing that, I basically transferred the experiences that I had with my brothers and my sisters, you know, who, you know, they drive me crazy, but I find a way of helping everyone to cohesively, well, I'm good with blending things, as you can see in my art. So that too is all transferred around the people that I share my working space with. A little more about my direction. Let's see. It changes a lot, but I stay within the realm of being someone who creates. I like to inspire people. I like to give people the incentives that there is nothing you can't do once you try. Through my mentoring program, I found that I've been mixing senior citizens with preschoolers, and they seem to have a cohesive exchange there, and my mentoring program works. So it's like the older students enjoy doing it because it's somehow, by them being around the younger students, it means that they have some sort of euphorism that comes back into their life, and that's wonderful. And the younger children have respect for the older people, so they want to show them what they know how to do, and so on. So they have a very can-do attitude, and I work them together, and it's a perfect work in my view.
There's, it's interesting. One of the things that inspired me, because I didn't really know the depth of your artistry until I came to the studio, and I walked into the studio, and there was this drum sitting there, and it's the drum that's here right now. Talk a little bit about, because I'm a drummer, and so the hand thing, the translation of the hands of a painter and the hands of a drummer, how does that work? And tell us a little bit about this incredible drum.
Okay, well, this drum, this is a djembe drum, and this is a djembe that was given to me about 10 years ago. I was invited to a wedding, and these two people met because I was interviewing this young lady, and the gentleman who was the drummer, they somehow met in the hallway after she left my studio, and I went out to lunch, and I run into those two people, and the next thing I know, they're getting married. So I'm sort of like, doing my blending thing. Anyway, we became really good friends, and when I came to their wedding, Frank is he's handicapped, so I hate to say that word, handicapped. But he's wheelchair bound. He's paralyzed from the waist down, so what he can do is he has very strong arms, so he plays the drum, and that helps with his coordination and so on. But anyway, to make a long story short, their wedding, they had, instead of an organ, they had drummers from Africa that came for their wedding. And when I heard that drum, I was like, wow, how do you people sit here and, while these guys are playing, I gotta move, It just struck me because it was the earthiness. And this instrument, all natural, the animal skin, and the wood is cherry oak. When I went to the wedding, I told Frank, wow, I would love to learn how to play this drum. So he said to me, the gift that you brought into my life, my wife, I'm giving you this drum. So I'm like, whoa. And this is the drum I've been playing for the last 10 years. So, of course I've done some modifications on it. There I go, thoroughly mixing things. So I had created a painting called Open Conversation. Now, the painting started before I had the drum, but the more I learned about the instrument, you see, it's not just bang, rhythm, this and that, and so on. There is a connection between the sound and my hands, and excuse me. There are so many different notes that I can